Hello, it's Francie. Welcome back to the channel. Today I have something real special to me, because this artwork isn't just an artwork of different penguins. It's actually an illustration I made to celebrate the first year after I officially published my very first children's comic book. That's right, it's kind of a celebratory illustration. The comic is called Ice Duck, and it's about an ambitious penguin who is based on my own penguin plushie, and he wants to become the ruler of Antarctica. He wants to rule all of Antarctica, but he has to balance the responsibilities of being a babysitter to 9 little chicks. I feel like young adults would actually relate to it more than children would, but oh well, you can see the style is kind of children's book style. The book is available on Amazon as both a printed book and a Kindle ebook, albeit there are obvious formatting issues and mistakes with the paperback version of the book, which is mostly on my part. I still have a lot to learn about publishing things. But there's also a PDF version over on my Ko-fi shop, which is a lot cheaper if you'd like to get a copy to see what's in it. It's been a year since I published that small comic. And although it hasn't done well in terms of sales, which I didn't expect it to anyway since I'm still a very small artist, it's still quite an achievement for me since it shows that it's my very first story I ever managed to actually finish and publish, and shows me that I can publish more if I want. So I think it's still worth celebrating every milestone. That aside, this illustration shows all of the main penguins in the comic, with Ice Duck being the adult and waving to the camera, like he's welcoming you, the viewer, into his world. I don't know, I think it's a really cute composition. By the way, there is a reason why he is named Ice Duck, or why he calls himself Ice Duck, but that's in the comic itself, so if you want to know that, it's in the comic. Anyways, each of the baby chicks here have their own names though, so let's go over that first. First off, the one sleeping on the left is Little Johnson. He's always asleep. The one peeking from the corner is Fred. He's always anxious and just generally scared of everything. The two chicks right next to them are Melissa and Mandy, sisters at heart, and Mandy is the one clinging to Melissa in a piggyback fashion. Over on the other side, there's Billy, the one with his arms out. He's always very active and very chaotic. The one at the back with the sparkles is Periwinkle, the group's diva. The small one who looks angry is Beatrice. She's always bickering with Billy, and now she's upset that Billy got a better space while she's off to the side. Patting her head in an attempt to calm her down is Bobby, ever the calm one. And the last, but certainly not the least, the one who is also waving to the camera, is Penelope. She's the group's little baby princess of sorts. You get what I mean. I talked a bit more about these chicks and a bit of the lore for each of them in one of the videos included in the exclusive playlist specifically found in this comic. That's right, since the comic is so short, I wanted to include a link to an exclusive video playlist covering the process of making the comic, in the comic itself. So you'll only be able to access that link through the playlist if you buy the book, in any version that it comes in. And scan the QR code there as well. It's an exclusive thing for those who help support my journey by buying a copy. I do really want to draw these penguins more here on the channel though, and maybe talk some more about them and just the general chaos that they get up to. Maybe I can do that once I have some more free time. I also really want to make some spin-offs, I suppose, of the stories for each of them. Since they all kind of have their own different backstories, I really want to make those in the form of Geronimo Stilton type books, or Geronimo Stilton, I don't know how it's pronounced. So yeah, just those styles of books I really like. I have 2 of those books currently. I really like the style of them. And also, I really want to make bigger comics about this story, since the first comic was more of a short test to see if I like the process of publishing my own stories and comics. But yeah, there's a lot more that will be fleshed out with this story, and I can't wait to just get to making a lot more stuff for this. Whether it be in the form of comics or storybooks or even animations. I actually did make a penguin walk cycle animation, and I'll cover that in a future video. I see potential for this, at least for me personally. I like the direction that I want to take this project into, and I really just can't wait. If it's something that I can't get out of my head for a while, I know it's gonna stick. I'm gonna make something more for it in the future. Anyways, I'll also be making a video in the future that will highlight some of the important things I've learned from making my own comic and publishing it for the first time. But for now, I'm really just here to celebrate my small success. Like I mentioned before, the short comic was a test to see if I like the comic making process and self-publishing. And I'm glad to say that yes, I do like the process a lot, even if it's a lot of work for minimal returns when you're starting out. I will definitely have it on my list to make even more of these small books and just having something that I can call mine, my own creation, that's actually out there and published, available for other people to get. Even if this comic only starts selling well 5 years from now or something, I will still celebrate each year after I've made this because it's that significant to me. And also, I'm still just a student, so I'm not really dependent on the money my art projects make, which is also something I think is important. Just the general starting off young part. I'm more on celebrating the experience I made for myself when I published this short comic. And that, I'd say, is invaluable to me. Because I really learned a lot throughout the process of working hard to get something done. So yeah, other than that, I do want to make some coloring books and eventually some art books too. I did plan on having something published this year, but by the time I'm recording this, that hasn't really happened yet. Oh well, I'll figure it out somehow. But I'm not sure if I'll be able to get something done by this year or during my first year of college. It'd be a great yet tiring goal though, publishing one thing for each of my 4 years in college. But yeah, that's pretty much it. It's quite fitting for December to get this video out also, since I published this on December 18, I think. Yeah, or I think it was December 19 actually. Oh well. I had a ton of fun with this, although I did have to copy-paste the sketches of these penguin chicks. Since I haven't drawn them in a while, I have a lot to improve on, but rest assured I will be working on improving my skills and generally gaining more experience in the things I want to be doing. With all that said, thank you so much for watching. If this video has got you interested in the comic, you can check out the links in the description below for where you can get a physical or digital copy for yourself. Although I do recommend the digital versions more, since again, there are obvious formatting issues with the paperback version, and perhaps someday I'll be able to fix that and maybe release a version with the correct formatting. Yeah, that would also take some work to do. For now though, I appreciate you sticking around and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your holidays and the winter season. Be sure to leave a like if you like this video, maybe drop a comment or subscribe. Those really help me out a lot. There are a bunch more links down below where you can support me in other places, but yeah. Thank you so much for watching again. I'll see you in the next one, and I hope you have a very wonderful day. Take care.